case studies, the number one thing all gurus out there tell you to get, whether they be fake or real gurus. And how does a beginner actually go about and get a case study if they don't even have a client or testimonial that they can leverage? That's what we'll be talking about in today's video. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click that red button right there and subscribe. Join the family to elevate your business and SMMA, because I know you have been procrastinating for so long. I'm pretty sure it's been over a week now, and if I'm wrong, you can go ahead and tell me in the comment section below. But if I'm right, then you gotta subscribe to this channel, or just flip your phone vertically and hit the subscribe button. But anyway, let's jump into this video. So the first order is for me to contradict myself, but don't worry, I'll actually showing you how you can actually get case studies, right? But for the contradiction, the truth is, if you follow my sales script to the T, I guarantee you no client will ask you for referrals. And if you haven't checked out my sales script, then I'll put a card right here you can check out, and a link in the descriptions and comment sections for you to actually go ahead and get my sales script for free. And if you do use it, then you won't even need a case study, because your clients won't even ask you for referrals, right? As I created the sales script in such a way that it ensures that you are built as the authority in the conversation, because the only reason why a client would ask for referrals is because, well, one of a few things, right? Is number one, they either don't actually consider you to have that much authority and that much power in the agency and or SMMA industry, right? And they feel that they don't trust you enough to close this deal with you, right? Number two is they just honestly feel like you're like they don't think that you're confident enough in your service, and they honestly don't feel like you'll be able to accomplish the possible goals that you promised you'd be able to accomplish, right? Because maybe you told them you'll be able to get them 100 customers online within 2 months, right? And they're looking at you and they're like, no, this person won't be able to do that. Let me see proof. Where are your case studies? Let me see your case studies, right? So those are the only two main reasons why a client would even ask you to show them your case study, right? Though if you still wish to have a case study, so you can create a case study funnel if you're running some sort of ads to your agency website, or even if you just want to use the case study as a part of your follow-up sequence, then I have a few points to help you out in your journey. PS, the last one is my favorite, so if you want to stick around to see the last one, then I suggest you watch this whole video. So leverage other people's case study. This is point one. It is to leverage other people's case studies. You could use your mentor's case study from whichever course you bought, but you must never ever act as if those case studies are your own, right? Don't be a liar. Tell the prospect, look, these are the sort of results my mentor was able to get, and this is actually an industry average getting these kind of results, right? That's how you want to frame it. You want to frame it that, look, this is what my mentor was able to do, right? You're not claiming ownership to those case studies or testimonials. You're telling the prospect upfront, these are my mentor's case studies and testimonials, right? And the fact of the matter is, anybody in the SMMA industry can achieve these results, because these are average results, right? Which means even I myself with no experience can achieve those sort of results, right? And for a prospect who isn't running ads, you could just show them how big, already successful companies are running ads while they are not. As with these people, just selling them the idea is what will allow you to be the authority, right? So just showing them what other big companies are doing. Like, you could show them an account, Facebook ad account that has like 100, maybe one that has like 50, 20, right? And you're showing them that, look, like, you could even show them a Facebook business page that's running like 20 ads, right? uh, if you don't know how to do this, you can just Google it, right, on YouTube. I'm sure you're smart enough to know how to do that, right? But basically, you just find a page that's relatively, Facebook business page that's relatively small, right? It's not running like too many ads, right? Just running about like 20 to maybe even 50 ads, and just showing them and like, look, this is a relatively small business, but the fact of the matter is that it's running ads to ensure that it grows and scales its business drastically, way more than word of mouth can do, right? That's how you'd want to sell a prospect who has no ads at all whatsoever, right? And while with a client that has or is running ads currently, you should get the ads from one of their direct competitors in the same niche with over 500 ads running. Then show it to them and explain some KPIs in detail to ensure that you remain as the authority. You see, when you do this for, well, this I'll only suggest you do it for clients who have over 15 ads, right? So if the prospect you're reaching out to has like 15, 20, 50 ads that they're currently running, then you'll show them a direct competitor. When I say direct competitor, I mean someone who's targeting the exact same audience as that prospect is, right? So if it's a skateboarding company, then you'll want to, like, a skateboarding prospect that you're reaching out to, then you'll want to find another skateboarding direct competitor who also sells to the exact same market, right? So like, your prospect could be selling skateboards, and your what you call it, your his direct competitor could be a person who sells skateboards also, right? Or maybe they sell like some accessories to wear for a skateboarder, right? Like jewelry, etc. But they, both of them, even if this direct competitor is selling jewelry, right? As long as they're competing for the exact same audience, right? They're, both of their niches are skateboarders. As long as that's the fact, then you can show them, you can show your prospect that person's ads, right? And then you just show your prospect, like, look, this business is running 500 ads. And if it's running 500 ads plus, that means that it's spending around at least 18 to 50,000 rand. So that's at least 1,000 to $3,000 this business is spending a day on ads, while you're just spending $500 to $200 in ads, right? So I honestly feel that you should start scaling your ads, because if we look into this business, their KPIs are insane. I'm sure that if we look at right here, they have like 2,000 likes on this one ad right here. That means that this ad probably generated around 85,000 customers, right? Then you just go ahead in detail, start explaining some key KPIs. You ensure that you mark yourself as the authority, and you show them that, look, I know more than you do about ads, and I for hell sure know more than your media buyer does about ads, right? Because your media buyer didn't tell you any of these informations, or the current agency that you're working with didn't tell you any of this information, right? So if I'm able to tell you this information, that means I know more than they do, right? That's basically the idea behind using that strategy. Now we move on to finding the flaws in ads, right? Finding the flaws in ads. That's a strange heading to use. But this is mainly used for businesses that are already running ads, Though they're running a specific ad strategy right down from their ad creative style to their ad copy, right? So this sort of strategy, you wouldn't use it on a business that isn't running any ads whatsoever. You'd only use this on a business that is running ads, anywhere from just like 2 ads to 50 ads, right? And what you do here, you see what their common ad strategy is, right? Like, are they using a specific sort of ad creative? Like, are they just using image creatives, right? Then if they're just using image creatives, then you can tell them, hey, I noticed you running image ads. I personally found out that through experience that running video ads actually increases conversion rates by 28%, right? Or you could just see the ad copy. Are they running like short ad copy? Then you can just tell them, look, through my experience of seeing that long form ad copy that has about 8 paragraphs increases conversion rates by 28%, right? You always want to ensure that whatever you're telling them, that whatever they're currently doing is wrong, and you know exactly how to fix what they're currently doing, right? To make them more money, right? And what I need you to understand is that in this section that you find a constant variant that you realize they're doing and tell them that it is wrong and non-profitable way to do things. Then you provide them with free value of how to go about it the right way, right? You tell them and you give them a vague advice of how to actually go about and fix a situation that they're currently in, right? So you tell them, look, maybe they run video ads only. Tell them that image ads make 2 times more than videos, right? And maybe their ad copy is too short. Tell them that long ad copy is the only way they will see growth and vice versa, right? So if they have long ad copy, tell them that short ad copy is way more better and way more profitable than long ad copy, right? And if they're running video ads, tell them that image ads convert way more better, right? So whatever they're currently doing, you got to be against it and say, look, I'm against what you're doing because what you're doing will hurt your business. But here's how you can fix that, and here's how you can make way more money instead of just losing money down the drain. Here's how you make money and turn your ads into an investment and not an expense. Because you see, once you get your client into thinking of ads as an expense and then get them to think of ads as an investment, they won't see you as trouble, right? No, not trouble. I'm trying to think of a word. They won't see you as a problem, right? Or another one of those pocket emptiers, like, oh my gosh, I gotta pay this agency again this month, right? Instead of that, they see you as an asset. They see you as, okay, if I give this agency $1, I know they'll bring me back $4, right? So that's the sort of thing you wanna go about when using this specific strategy. And the next strategy, my personal favorite strategy, is the team member spotlight. Yes, the team member spotlight. Because sometimes you got to remove the spotlight from yourself and put it onto someone else. See, this is the pill to all your problems. Far easier and far reliable than the other 2 strategies that I showed you. But if you can't afford to get a media buyer currently, then use the other 2 strategies. But if you can afford to get a media buyer, then I suggest you use this strategy right here. So your goal is to, when you hire a media buyer, hire one that already has experience in the niche that you're in and case studies in the specific niche you want to enter. I have a video on how to find and manage a media buyer. I will link it down below. Though it is basically when you onboard your new team member, you ask them to give you their case studies and explain that when they give you their case studies, that it will result in you getting more clients. And if you get more clients, it means that they're they earn more income, right? I don't want to say their salary increases because some of you might have contractors and some of you might have employees, right? So their income increases, right? Because the more clients you have, the more clients they have to manage. And if you're paying them a per client per month basis, that means that the more clients you give them, the more money they'll be making, right? So that's how you want to frame it for them to give it to you. Because if you don't frame it that way, they'll be a bit hesitant to give you their case studies, because a large majority of these media buyers, they don't want to work with agencies that have no experience, because they've been burnt before by agencies with no experience, right? So then when you reach out to your prospects, you can show them the case studies confidently, knowing that this person is part of your team, right? And so basically you'll say to your prospect that, well, these are the results that Andrew was able to generate. So I want you to fully trust him, as he will be the one managing your ads. See, that way you're neither taking ownership of the ads, you're not saying that you're the reason why those uh those those goals and those goals and KPIs were able to be reached, right? You're not saying that you're the reason why those results were able to be achieved. You're basically just saying that, look, you're not the one who achieved it. It's your team member who achieved it. And it doesn't matter that you're not the one who achieved it, because it's your team member who will be running the client's ads anyway, right? So as long as they trust your team members' case studies, that means that they trust the ads that you'll be running for them, because it's your team member that will be running the ads for them. Now, I just want to point out that currently I have this other thing I'm giving away, which is my Facebook ad. And I built this Facebook ad with my media buyer, and it has 3 years of experience and value in that ebook, right? And I'm totally giving it away for free, right? Another thing is that those 3 years of experience are mainly filled out by my media buyer, right? I only filled in the ad copy part of the ebook, because I totally feel confident in my ability to write ad copy, right? But then how you actually go about and get that ebook for free is that you comment on 3 of my videos, you like 3 of my videos, and you also watch 100% of 3 of my videos. And once you've done all of those 3 requirements, then all you have to do is click a link in this video down below in the descriptions, right? It'll take you to my Facebook group. Join my Facebook group, write down your name, type down your type your name, surname, uh, what industry you in, right? Are you in the real estate industry? Are you in e-commerce industry? And if you are in e-commerce, are you in technology, supplements, health, diet? Like, what are you in e-commerce? Or are you just helping gyms, right? And also talk about what pain points you're currently suffering from, and what your goals are, and what you need help with. That way the entire community will be able to help you and assist you. And lastly, ensure that you're subscribed to this channel if you even want to get this ebook, because those are the requirements that we'll be checking. Go ahead and click this link, join the family, and take that first step into elevating your SMMA and business. And go ahead and click this video right here, which I personally recommend you watch. Until I see you guys in a minute. Thank you, dear.